going on a cruise to Alaska or on Royal Caribbean's Radiance of the Seas? If so, this series of Let's Cruise videos is for you. We're going to go on a 7-day cruise from Vancouver all the way up to Seward, Alaska. And we're only at sea for 1 day. So why don't you come along with us so you know what to expect and so you don't make the same mistakes we made. Welcome to part 1 of our 6-part series of our cruise through Alaska. We start in Vancouver, Canada. Day 2, we're at sea, and day 3, we arrive at the state capital of Juneau, Alaska. After that, we head off to Icy Strait Point, and in day 5, we arrive at the very rainy Sitka. Day 6 puts us at Skagway, and day 7 at the Hubbard Glacier. Finally, we end our cruise in Seward, Alaska. What a way to start the day. I slept well last night, but at like 5 in the morning, I was wide awake because I was so excited about the cruise. Got a Starbucks, now it's time to pack. Well, I made it back to the room, which I suppose wasn't all that difficult. But Kat's in the shower, and I decided, let's pack. I have to fit, wait for it, not the purse and not the coffee maker, but all this, all of that, all of this, obviously not the Starbucks, and some leftover clothing into that bag and that bag. And there it is, all in the 2 bags. Wow. So this is clothing and like personal stuff, and this is camera equipment. And the camera bag is bigger than the clothing bag, which is hilarious because this is the 35mm camera with the zoom lenses and stuff. This is random electronic computer stuff and clothing. We went to get all of our travel documents out of our safe in the hotel room, and guess what? It won't open. What a shock. So we have 30 minutes to get an Uber to get out of here, and we can't get our stuff. So I went down to the desk and I'm like, something has to happen like now. And they're sending someone up to open the damn thing. Let's hope that happens, because otherwise, who knows? Now comes the hardest part of any trip. It's once you're packed, waiting to go to where you go to next. So right now we've got a half an hour to kill before we can get an Uber. At least we got our stuff out of the safe. We are so late that the line is insanely large. Look at all these people. We got here so early, there's no one here. They told us to go have coffee and go away. So we're having coffee, and then in about a half an hour, we're gonna go down and sit in the area where they let us in, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, nice terminal here. Great views too. Look at that. we checked in, and now we have to wait for everyone to get off the ship. And man, what a long walk. We had to go through this maze to get where we are right now, and I don't even know if we're in the right spot. So this should be interesting. We're sitting waiting to get into Chops because we have a noon reservation, and it's 5 of, and they won't let us in. So we're sitting here waiting. After we waited in a long line, so on Royal Caribbean, you go to one of the specialty restaurants if you have the unlimited dining pass, and you make your reservations. Well, we waited in this long line, and it was all for people making reservations and not for us to eat. So they told us to go sit out there and wait until noon. So we have a few more minutes, and then we'll go in and have some yummy food. Our Radiance of the Sea cabin. It's very old, but not in a bad way. So lots of wood, lots of mirrors. I don't know, I really like this. We have cabinets, we have a couch, and come on. And we have this big bed, and we have our ocean view. Why didn't we get a balcony? Because they were all sold out when we booked this cabin. So when we booked this cabin, there were some balconies available, but they're all obstructed views, and they were a lot more expensive. And we are in port every single day except for one, which is tomorrow. And when we're in port, we're never in our room. So this is gonna be absolutely fine. Until then, this is the first time I've ever been in an ocean view room, and we are the water is not too far below us, which is crazy. So that would be neat. Maybe we'll get a huge wave that'll go over our window. We have our stuff set up. Everything but our luggage, our clothing, I should say, because we didn't get it yet. And if you've been on a cruise before, they put all the luggage out along the passageway, and it was mobbed. There's bags everywhere, and now there's hardly any left, and we still have nothing. They told us that we can't check, we can't complain or anything till 5. However, that was the captain saying that there's 13 people left on this cruise ship that haven't done their safety briefing yet, and we're not leaving until they do it. Never heard that before, but anyway, so a lot of the luggage is gone. They said we can't say our luggage is missing until 5, yet we're leaving port at 4 o'clock. So if we leave at 4 and then at 5 they determine they lost our luggage, what the heck? But anyway. End of day one, and another long day. So anyway, it's a sea day tomorrow. We're eating at the Brazilian steakhouse for dinner, and we have a tour of the kitchen, which I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to video. Just like today, we couldn't video anything in the actual port when we were in line. I got yelled at, told I can't do that. Don't know those Canadians. For those of you who don't know, Kat's Canadian, so I can say that. Anyhow, that's it for tonight, and looking forward to tomorrow. And then in 2 days, we're in Juneau, and that's when we go on the helicopter to go dog sledding on the glacier. Gotta love it. See you tomorrow. Day 2. Today's at sea, and it's raining out, and it's cloudy out, and I don't know if it's cold. I haven't been there yet, but going to get some coffee, and we'll see what happens after that. Well, I went and got a Starbucks, and I got some flyers because it seems like it's like noon and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. It's finally getting a little later. It's 10 o'clock, and we came back to the room. Wish you could see outside. The waves are pretty big, and it's kind of cool being so close to the water. Anyway, we came back to our room to get this. So we are going to the Sip Tour and Brunch, which is we had nothing to do, so we signed up for it. We get unlimited sparkling wine, we get a tour of the galley, and we get lunch. So it starts in about a half an hour that we have to be there, and I don't think we can take videos in the galley, but we'll at least take videos of the lunch. So that's what we're doing next.
I'm sure we'll be carrying around the extra weight.
Yeah, we've been eating quite a bit, so anyhow, let's go Sip Tour and Brunch.
Set out beneath the sky so grand, with naught but hope held in their hand, eyes reflecting the celestial dome. They wander far but dream of home, wind in their hair with every step they carve, a tale of to the wide world to marvel. In the third orbit round the sun, travelers without a map to run, their compass pointed to the stars. They pick their way through life's memoirs, days that whisper, nights that scream, a journey vast as space it seems. Third orbit travelers charting the unknown, hearts on a journey reaping what they've sown. Under the sky's vault they find their theme in life's life breads before them, wide as the sea. Third orbit travelers, wild and free.
Guy.
Saw you paint a picture of a face, a face that wasn't even close to mine. I know I shouldn't be in love, but it's so hard. I'd still love you anyway. I'd give you the world like I promised I would, even though you wouldn't do the same.
As you can tell, we're not formal anymore. We went and got a beer, dressed up, and there was no one in the pub. And then all of a sudden, like a gazillion people flooded in, and we're like, we're out of here because it was trivia. So we came back to the room, we changed. We're gonna try to find Jim and Cheryl now. They kind of vanish. I don't know if they like us. They tend to hide. So let's see how that goes.
After 9, I still wish you were mine. Haven't ate in 7 days, 'cause I've been up till 6 a.m. Wrote 5 songs all just for you. 3 of them I can't bear listening to. I promised I would.
End of day 2. So I have this problem where I'll go visit friends or something, and they'll whip out some insanely expensive bottle of wine and pour me a glass, and everyone I'm with is just like talking about the tones and you know, the earth tones and the flowery this and the flowery that, and I'm just thinking, man, this is just nasty. That happens to me all the time. So my taste buds are just not refined. Well, I think Kat and I are just not culturally refined, because no matter how hard we try, and we really try, we really do, we cannot stand singing shows on cruise ships. They're just so brutal. So we went to the show tonight. It was called Piano Man. I thought it was going to be someone playing a piano to a whole bunch of famous rock songs. And it was, of course, dancers and people singing. And to our untrained ears, the singers were out of tune. Either that or
way too loud.
Yeah, they did sing too loud. There's one guy that was there that did sing pretty well. The dancers were great. The people that were playing the instruments were fantastic, but man, sometimes I was just like, it was just clashing. And which is surprising, because when we were on the last Royal Caribbean ship, the Allure of the Seas, we didn't stay for the whole Mamma Mia musical, but we at least acknowledged the fact that the singers were amazing. I don't know, maybe they were having a bad day or something. So, but we toughed it out and made it through, and are back in our room. So, end of the day, it was a long sea day. Tomorrow is when all the excitement starts. So from tomorrow on, every single day, we're at a port. Action. Tomorrow we're in Juneau, and unless the weather cancels it, we are taking a helicopter to a glacier, and we are going dog sledding, which should be a blast. So anyway, see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. My name is Sean, and this is the Third Orbit Travelers. If you got any value at all out of this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this and other long-form travel vlogs, cruise ship reviews, cruise ship tours, port tours, restaurant reviews on cruise ships, basically anything Royal Caribbean related, please consider subscribing. And I want to take a second to thank our channel members, the travelers. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have any members. See you next time.